So Troy writes, new listener from Australia here. Found you via Anna Vanston, Goombanna.
Oh, what? Has she been talking about us? Behind our backs?
Maybe?
Oh God. We are very thanks, Anna.
Yeah, so thanks, Troy, for listening.
Yes. Welcome to the gang.
Yep. Welcome to the Banana Club.
Yes.
That doesn't exist yet.
300 crowns to our box.
Yeah, to become an official member.
We will block you. No, you're welcome.
In unmarked $20 bills.
No, 20 marked Swedish crown bills. So you have
20 marked Swedish crown bills. Okay.
Yes, 20 marked Swedish crown bills.
Yeah, sure.
That's awesome. Now we have LA, Australia, USA, and some in Sweden, Stockholm. We need to like have a map where we can like dot out all the continents we have like spread our virus to.
Yeah, we should be able to at least get one person from each continent.
That's our goal.
Should be doable.
Yes, absolutely.
I remember just a little short segue. I know Metallica, they did a show on Antarctica just to be able to say that they had gigged on all continents.
Oh, that's awesome. That's how you should do it.
Yep.
We just need to, but maybe that's the thing. We need to keep focusing our marketing for each continent. So like this episode will be all the focused marketing on Japan. Like we just keep pushing. Or maybe Anna can tell more of her friends. So Anna, you have been hired without pay to just spread the word to all the continents in the world.
Yeah, that's your job from now on.
You can get free stuff from our merch store. One stuff. Don't exploit us.
One item per every 1,000 new listeners that you bring in.
That's a good deal for us.
That's a great deal.
You will fight a hard bargain, y'all.
Yep.
Yes, we got a comment on Instagram from Lagom Lens. I don't know if he's from Sweden. Lagom Lens. Thanks to this podcast. Okay, sorry. Thanks to this podcast, I sometimes learn small things about Sweden in a casual way. For example, that .nu domain being commonly used because of its meaning. We talked about that last time, the Betonline.nu, which NU means nu, which is now in Swedish. So thanks, Lagom Lens, for being a listener to us, because we really appreciate it. It's always fun to hear back from our listeners. So if you are listening and are not telling us, that's illegal by our Swedish Bananas laws. So please comment and tell us, because we will up our game the more people are listening to us. Maybe we will wear silly hats or play the trumpet or just release the Betonline.nu site as a like nude poker thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And all
you
our
do want to hear the trumpets, so
you want to hear
don't
that?
miss out.
Do you also want to hear a trumpet? Join us. Oh God. What was I thinking about? Now I lost it. Yes.
Yeah,
wait.
and one thing that you can comment about if you want to, please give Simon a suggestion for what he should do with Betonline.nu.
Yes, because I just own it. As I said last time, I bought it for 1 crown. It's like 10 cents because nobody wanted it. And the funny thing is, when I bought it from like the Swedish version of eBay, that you can go in and look for domains for sale. And people are overvaluating like their websites so much. I'm actually going to bring up, I took a print screen because I checked it yesterday. And it was like, yes, on the Swedish version of eBay, who's called Tradera, there is the domain name roadmap.se, which is the Swedish end there. Roadmap.se, they want 140,000 Swedish crowns for that web domain. That's so much money. That's 140,000 crowns for that website.
Yeah, that's like $14,000 or 14,000 euros
for roadmap.se. And first I was thinking like, oh, maybe it's international, maybe it's road maps, but then you have the E at the end, so it doesn't make sense. So it's such a they overvalue this shit.
You can't blame a guy for trying.
No, that's true. You can't blame a guy for trying.
I don't know. Maybe once they sold a domain name for a ridiculous price, and then you just keep.
Maybe they can use it on the bar like a pickup line.
I once sold a top domain name for very, very many dollars.
Yes,
many dollars.
Dollaroonies. Have you heard about roadmap.se? I sold that domain. Oh God. No, what I was thinking about before was, I don't remember, but did you watch Made in Abyss?
Yeah, that was one of your challenges, like 20 episodes back or something.
Yes, but did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah, I watched all episodes. I'm eagerly waiting for the new ones that I hope.
Oh, I watched them
sometime.
last weekend. They have been released, and it was the most... okay, so I was going to talk about this, but... because what they did... Okay, Made in Abyss is an anime, a Japanese animated series, cartoon. And actually, it's about a couple of children, maybe they are like 11 or something, that lives next to one of the last unexplored places on Earth, which is like a gigantic deep hole. And the hole is miles and miles and miles deep and has like a unique fauna, unique animals, unique flowers, unique toxicity. It's like the last untouched place on Earth. And the main character's mother has disappeared down there. So the main character, the daughter, gets into the hole trying to find her mother. And they released one season. And I watched it, and then I've waited. And then they released 3 movies. Because that has been a new thing in Japan for some reason. That the two first movies was like a compilation of the first season. And then the third movie was the continuation of the story. I was going to talk about this, but I hope that you all had watched it.
Yeah, I haven't yet, so please don't spoil. So we'll have to get back to this.
So I will wait
in a future episode.
Yes, I will wait until Joel has watched the Made in Abyss, the third movie, because the series is kind of like it's like drawn in a way that makes it very light-hearted, but at the same time it's one of the most darkest shit you will ever see, because these children, like, it's a contrast story about the children's naivety, or what do you say? Naive. They are acting like children when they go down to these holes, and they get punched back as hell because this is not a game. So it's like this great contrast between this very light-hearted and really like fantastic worlds, and everything is just like wow, and then suddenly an arm gets shoot off.
Yeah, and somebody gets eaten or just dies. Or
yes, in front of them. It's very keen on like just making you feel like shit suddenly. And that's a very addictive thing about it, without me being a psychopath. It's very like keen because the characters are very well written, and a combination between just like light-hearted humor in combination with true fucking horror. It just keeps you super engaged.
But it's actually one of my favorite recommendations from you.
Thank you. The only one. No, I was just joking.
You've made a couple that have been bearable.
Like Cutie Honey?
No. That's at the bottom of my list.
The best thing is that we actually have like an internal meme joke in this show. Like Cutie Honey, the live action movie, has been so like it burned a hole in our friendship. We need to start a Wikipedia page for this like podcast, just because we can write about Cutie Honey, what happened, the aftermath of it.